So I'm writing a magazine article this afternoon on the importance of a power. Sorry, let me just share that to the group. On the importance of a positive mindset. And I've had two really relevant and wonderful conversations today. One about mindset and one about breaking the cycle, breaking negative family cycles. And you know, sometimes people think that mindset and kind of manifesting and creating the life that you want for yourself doesn't really have anything to do with family background or family roots or anything like that. But it does. It has such, the two are so linked together that once we really start to understand that, we get to make different choices. This is what I always say: when we get to understand things properly, we get to make different choices. And even though both of these conversations were in some ways completely different, they both overlapped massively. And it's just so timely that this is the day that I'm writing this article on mindset, because when we think about where we have come from and we think about where we started and what our experience was growing up, and how all of those millions and billions of messages kind of get soaked into us and help us to become who we are now, and how we think about ourselves and how we view ourselves, and whether or not we approach life very simplistically with a glass half full attitude or a glass half empty. And when we understand that, then we suddenly get a real understanding of not just who we are, but why we are the people that we are, and why we behave in certain ways, and why we react in certain ways, and why we make certain decisions, or don't make certain decisions. And so the importance of really being able to turn that half empty glass into a half full glass comes from really understanding that, from really understanding where your roots started, but also from actually just practicing some really basic gratitude. And rather than concentrating, and like we all do it, right? We all do it. So, and I fall foul of this absolutely myself. Rather than concentrating on all of the things that we don't have, so rather than staying in that glass half empty mindset of what we don't have, of all the things that are wrong, of all of the things that aren't going right, and actually flipping that to concentrating on all the things that are going really well, and all of the things that are really positive, and all of the things that you can be really grateful for, and really digging deep on those issues and reminding yourself, like not just daily, but like throughout the day several times, of all of the things that are good. Then suddenly you raise your vibration, you raise your energy, and you start looking at things through the eyes of positivity rather than negativity. And then you can use that with your relationships, and you start appreciating your relationships for what they are, rather than focusing on the negatives of what they are. And so when I think about, when I think about my clients, and I think about the work that we do together, and we think about kind of keeping positive, and not in a fluffy sense, keeping positive, but keeping our energy high. One of the big things that I talk about is who are the people that you are hanging around with, and being aware of the people in your immediate circle. And this is something that I've written about in the article today. Is you don't have to have 100 friends. You don't have to have loads of people in your circle. You just need one or two people who make you feel good about yourself, who lift you up, who raise your energy. So be really aware of those people. Make sure that you spend time with those people. Make sure that you spend less time with the people that really pull you down and weigh you down. And just keep remembering to concentrate on the positive. Like, even if it feels like there isn't a lot to be positive for, there is always stuff to be positive for. So whether or not that's like material things, or whether it's just your health and your home and your children, and financial security and hot radiators, right? We've all got plenty of things to be grateful for, compared to others. So concentrate on the good, concentrate on that glass half full attitude, and remember to catch yourself when you feel yourself going into lacking mode, and just catch yourself and just switch it around, and practice the positives, because it has a huge knock-on effect, not just to you but to the people around you too. Okay.